These allegations have really put the United Nations in the spotlight, but they have continually denied the reports. This story first appeared from Naomi O'Leary in the Irish Times. She wrote that UN staff have been instructed not to refer to the war in Ukraine as either a war or an invasion. According to a reportedly leaked email, they were instead told to refer to it as a conflict or a military offensive. And the Irish Times has since reported that this order came from the very top, from the office of the United Nations Secretary General. Now, Russia has always referred to the war in Ukraine as a military operation, and they have since cracked down further on what both media outlets and citizens can say. Russia holds one of the 5 permanent seats on the UN Security Council, and this report raises questions about the UN's sensitivity and whether it avoids using certain words so it doesn't upset powerful member states. The Ukrainian foreign minister himself said that this report meant that the UN's reputation was at stake. Well, here in the Cube, we spoke to Naomi O'Leary, and she told us that she had heard from very shocked and appalled staff at the UN about these reports.
The reaction to that was absolute shock. People were appalled at that. I mean, if we can't call things clearly by their names, who is it advantaging? It gives an advantage to the invader, clearly, if you can't use the word invasion. Among staff, there's a feeling that the organization has gone excessively conservative to the point where it's actually obstructing its work.
Multiple United Nations spokespeople have denied these allegations. One told Euronews that it is simply false to say that there was any policy to use certain words about the war in Ukraine and avoid others. Now, since the very start of the invasion, Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, has himself continued to refer to the war in Ukraine as a war. But the allegations are that lower ordinary staff had been instructed to stick to the UN's policy, a policy that the Irish Times says has since been quickly retracted this week. Euronews is still working to verify these claims, but one thing is clear, and that is that currently the United Nations does not have a policy that says that its staff cannot refer to the war in Ukraine as either an invasion or a war.